What's up, everyone? John Rentinger from Techno Buffalo here. There are a few things that I love in the morning: a good cup of coffee, a few newspapers, sometimes a bowel movement if I'm lucky. But what I love more than anything is a good phone exclusive, rumor or leak, or really anything electronic that's fun and new. And the folks at PreCentral.net have come through big time with what appears to be the first images of a keyboard-less webOS device. For those of you that have been watching the videos for a few years, you'll know that when the initial pre launched, I was a huge fan of webOS. I loved the operating system. I thought it handled multitasking wonderfully well. Browsing was a breeze. I lamented a small screen size and the awful typing experience on the pre-keyboard. Now Palm and now HP have certainly improved that with the upcoming Pre 3 with a larger screen size and a bigger keyboard. But what we never had was an on-screen physical keyboard. And it looks like we are finally going to have that. That's exactly what you're looking at right now. So details are a little bit thin. The folks at PreCentral.net are speculating that it's going to have a resolution of 480 by 800, which is the same screen resolution as the Pre 3, which leads you to probably believe the screen is going to be about 3.5 to 3.7 inches. There also appears to be a front-facing camera, although there's a potentiality that could be just a proximity sensor. However, for the modern smartphones now, in order to compete, you'd figure a front-facing camera would definitely be a necessity. So there were a few webOS code names that were floating around a little while ago. There was one called Mansion, Stingray, and Windsor. PreCentral.net pegged the Mansion as the 480 by 800 slate style device. So that could possibly be what we're looking at right now, in case you sort of heard that floating around. Manta Ray was the Pre 3, in case you guys are keeping track at home. We don't really know whether or not this is going to be GSM or CDMA, although of late it looks like HP's early phones are GSM with a CDMA, so Verizon or possibly Sprint, coming a bit later. The folks at PreCentral.net also released images of a Pre 3 running on Verizon's network. So for those of you that are hoping to get your webOS on the big V, looks like you're going to get a chance to do that. I am quite excited actually about this late device, and this might be one of the most anticipated phones for me personally. I really like webOS. I really didn't like the keyboard on the Pre. Hopefully the folks at Palm have done a nice job with the on-screen keyboard. I'd love to see what it looks like. I like to have a really robust autocorrect, something in the vein of what Android has or what iOS has. I think that's something that webOS has really been missing. So hopefully they're going to do a nice job with this. Hopefully it's going to have a pretty decent processor. I would assume a minimum 1.5 gigahertz Snapdragon. Seems like HP has been trending the Snapdragon way. Hopefully we'll see some dual core action here. And most importantly, hopefully we will see software take advantage of the hardware. We've sort of seen this dual core powerhouse phones and tablets, but the software hasn't taken advantage of it quite yet. Hopefully we'll see something a bit more robust from the folks at HP and Palm. I am very much looking forward to it. In the past, the webOS devices have been plagued by poor hardware and awesome software, sort of the reverse that we've seen with some other phones and tablets. So I'm very excited. I'm getting a little bit rambly. I want to know what you guys think. Is this something that you're excited about, not excited about? If you're a webOS fan, would this pull you away from the upcoming Pre 3? Or are you more in the iOS or Android camp? I'd love to hear your civil comments about what you guys think. This guy, though, however, might be my next must-have device. Anyway, guys, I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo, and I will see you, or you'll see me, or at the very least, we can chat in the next video. Bye-bye.